بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the assistance of Allah, we started to have a brief interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Baqara. This chapter is revealed in Medina and it has 287 verses, the longest chapter of Quran. Please listen to verse 30.
وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً قَالُوا أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَن يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيَسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون.
And when your Lord said to the angels, I am going to place in the earth a caliph, they said, what will you place in it such as shall make mischief in it and shed blood? And we celebrate you and praise and exalt you the holiness. He said, surely I know what you do not know. In previous section we talked about this verse, that before the creation of the human beings he talked to the angels, and when he informed them that I'm going to make a human beings to be my caliph and successor in the earth, they said, why you are going to make such a things, the person or the people who are going to make mischief in the earth and shed blood in it, while we are ready to glorify you and to worship you. Allah said, I know something that you do not know. We talked about this verse in previous two sections, and now I'm going to mention some messages that we can get from this verse. First, when Allah informed us that He talked about the creation of the human beings with the angels, and they question Allah that why He is going to create, we understand that the creation of angels was before the human beings. First, Allah created the angels. They were worshipping Allah completely because they have no desires. Only they worship Allah, and after that, Allah decided to make the human beings to worship. We understand that if Allah's purpose of creation of the people was only worshipping, definitely the angels were worshipping Allah. Allah didn't need such things. Of course, Allah says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I did not create the men and jinn unless to worship, but it is for themselves, not for Allah. They should worship Allah to improve themselves, not to give benefit to Allah. Another message, when Allah says, إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً, Allah informed the angels, surely I am going to make a caliph in the earth. We understand that this position belongs only to Allah. Allah is the one who knows, and nobody else, that who should be his caliph. This is a position that Allah knows whom He should give. We are not the one to say that the angels can carry this responsibility or something else or somebody else. No, Allah is the one who knows who is the best, and because He knows that the human being can handle this capacity, He created the human beings. Also, we understood when Allah says, "Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa," when Allah had the angels to glorify Him, to worship Him, Allah said, "I'm going to make human beings and to place Him in the earth as a caliph and successor." We understand that the position of the human being as a human being is much higher than angels. Of course, some members of the human being can be worse than animals. But human being as a human being has such a capacity to be better than angels. The angels will not be able to reach the position of prophethood or imamah. They cannot reach such a level because prophet and imams had desires and they controlled them and they worshipped Allah. Another message. Allah did not tell the prophet, the angels, when they said, "Ataj'alu fiha," are you going to make in the or the play? Are you going to place in the earth man yufsidu fiha, the one who makes mischief in the earth, wa yasfiku dima, and shed blood in the earth? Allah did not tell them that you make a mistake. As Allah confirmed that yes, many people are going to do such a things in the earth, but we will see that when they want to tell Allah, they say, "Man yufsidu fiha wa yasfiku dima." Allah, in behalf of the angels, He brought the future verb. Yufsid is the future verb. Yasfiku dima also is a future verb. In Arabic literature, the future verb, it means something that it continues, not it happens one time. The angels did not want to tell Allah that for once they make mischief in the earth. Once they shed blood. No, it is as they're used to do it. They are going to use to do it. Many times they do such a thing. They repeat again and again. All the time they do it. And Allah did not reject it. Only Allah said, "Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun." It means I know another dimension that you are not aware of that. You see some dimension, some part, and some people, and you are true. But I see something else. I know that there will be some people better than angels, and they are deserved to be my caliph and successor. So, in this message, angels use the future verb, and it says, it helps us to understand that the angels told Allah that they do all the time. They continue to make mischief in the earth and shed blood. As we see really that many people in this world, in the earth, they make a problem. They make this society dirty for us. Only they oppress. وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنْ عِبَادِيَ الشَّكُورِ. And some people, very few people, are very good worshipper and very good obeyer of Allah. Another message, Allah, when Allah says, إِنِّي جَائِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً قَالُوا أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا. When they question Allah, they knew for themselves that Allah's successor should be just. And since these people are going to make mischief and shed blood in the earth, they cannot be Allah's successor. And Allah did not say that you are wrong. It means Allah confirms that Allah's successor should not make a mischief in the earth and shed blood. Only Allah said, I know another dimension. We understood that Allah's successor, the one who deserves to be Allah's successor, should be very, very good and just person. And when Allah says to the angels at the same time that they say, وَنَحْنُ نُصَبِّهُ بَحَمْدِكَ وَنُقَدِّسُ لَكَ, we glorify you and we praise you, Allah says, no, still I'm going to make the mankind and make him Khalif for myself. Allah wants to say that it doesn't have a lot of value that you worship me while you have no desires. To worship Allah for a person who has no desires is not a big deal. But for a person who has desires, who enjoys from something which is forbidden and he controls himself, this person has a lot of value. It will tell us that when young people worship Allah, it has much more value comparing to old people. When a person has a lot of money and a good facility and he controls himself, it has a lot of value comparing to the person who has no money, who has no position, who has no relation, and he can't do a lot. In another word, a person who is sick and he worship Allah has much less value comparing to a person who is so strong, so handsome, and he can do whatever he wants. It means to commit sin. We will see that although angels were worshipping Allah, but still Allah says, since you have no desires, it doesn't have that much value comparing to human beings when they worship Allah. Another message, Allah answered the angels and He said, although many people will do such things and make corruption and make mischief in the earth, but because some people, few people, can reach to the level to be close to Allah, فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنَ أَوْ أَدْنَى, to reach to such a level, those people can be better than angels. Because of that, those people, we cannot say that we must stop creation. Because some people, although majority, are going to make mischief in the earth, we cannot say it is better not to create the human beings. No, still a few people who reach to such a level and can handle this position. Because of those people, it is better to create them. When we have some children, that they have capacity, because of other brothers or sisters who have no capacity, we should not limit them. We should not make problem for them. We should help them to use their capacity. Also, when Allah said to the angels, إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, I know something that you do not know and you are not aware of that, it will tell us that although the angels had a prediction or was informed before and they knew that what is going to happen in the world by the man and they were true, but still their knowledge is limited. They don't know still all dimensions, and Allah said, I know something that you do not know. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.